My name's Brad Nyman. I've been slacklining about 3 years. We're here at Sandia Crest in Albuquerque, New Mexico, getting ready to do a little highlining action.
My name is Michael New. I'm a carpenter. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and I just moved down here from Taos. I live here in Albuquerque, New Mexico now. The hike in was pretty easy, except for all the gear, really. Between the slackline stuff and the camera stuff, and just a day's worth, it was a great warm-up for sure.
The group anxiously watches and waits as the hexacopter is being assembled. Using a state-of-the-art heli-drone with live video feed from the camera that the guys can see on a monitor and fly, looking at the cliff to spot the gap to set up their highline. The climbers seem to have lost oxygen at such high elevation. Due to the lack of brain function, they are reverting to their childish-like instincts, moving in a primal nature.
I'm from California, Southern California. So I first started slacklining in Albuquerque, probably, oh shit, actually that's not true. The first time I slacklined was with Andy Lewis in Humboldt County, and I thought, man, these guys are great. I didn't know who he was at the time, but then I found out he's like one of the world's best slackliners. And I got hooked. I couldn't walk at all my first time, and took me a good several months before I was able to walk small lines. And then eventually I saw those guys go up in Yosemite setting up Lost Arrow Spire, and it just was so inspiring. I decided highlining was where it was at. I was going to give that a shot. And a buddy of mine and I searched out highlines in New Mexico. We spent a good 6 or 7 months just trying to walk our first line, and nothing. We couldn't walk off the cliff. We couldn't stand up. It took us quite a bit of effort to get up, and that's what really drew me to it. Is there was so much involved mentally to get to the point of standing up on a line and having enough confidence in my ability to walk it, and ended up going out to a little balanced community highline fest, and they had like 10 lines rigged up, so it's just super easy. You hop on whatever you wanted, all up in the trees, not too exposed, and yeah, just met an amazing community, and been hooked ever since. You know, go out to Moab as much as possible. Some great highliners out there doing just mind-blowing stuff all the time.
I like it here in Albuquerque because of the mountains and the sunshine and the culture. There's a ton of different people here.
carefully putting out a safety rope, they now have the ability to stretch the high line over the gap.
I fell in love with slacklining the first time I saw it in the climbing magazine, and set up a slackline as soon as I could in my backyard, and I've been walking on the line ever since. I really enjoy being up on the line, no matter if it's short or long or high or low. It doesn't matter, really. Just being out on the line to me is the experience of it all.
Stick with it, you know? It's gonna with you. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Any tips for newbies?
This is gonna be edited, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So it's really hard at first, you know. Even the best guys in the sport right now, it took them a long time to walk their first high line, and just you can set up lines in the park exactly how you're gonna do it, leash up, and just know that it's all mental, you know. You're gonna get on that line and you're gonna think it's something bigger than it is, and you'll walk it and you'll just know, you know, it's all in your head.
Just to be able to tune it all in, to be there, like tip to tip, toe tip, fingertip, knowing where I am in that space and time, and just absorbing it and flowing. I think being on the line is all about the flow and peace. Yeah.
Balance and being centered within are key. Every gust and slight change means the slackliners have to adjust and be in tune with their surroundings. Discipline and practice allow trust and self-determination to be harnessed, to conquer one's fears, to be peacefully and calmly balanced while being far beyond the city life that bustles below.
Oh my god.